Hi, I'm James Frederick, and this is the Air Show Seekers. Here we go, up into the cockpit.
Okay, welcome to the C-130J cockpit.
This is gonna be sweet. Don't want to be on the receiving end of one of these guys. We are the Air Show Seekers, and we're actually filming a show today. Woo!
These are a Dowdy propeller. It's a British propeller because the British were the launch customer for the C-130J, and they wanted to have a propeller made in Britain. So we ended up with the Dowdy propeller. This is a 6-bladed scimitar composite prop. It's more efficient than the old Hamilton standard flat blades you see on a regular C-130. And you actually see the leading edges have been modified a little bit because of the weather mission. When we first got them, the rain would erode the leading edges of the props. And so we had to go through and modify the stainless steel cuff on the front of the blade. But other than that, the increased efficiency really helps out in the storm. And the reason we like the H model and the J model 130s is because we have instantaneous power. The engine's already spooled up. Like a jet engine, when you add throttle, you have to let the engine spool up to come up on speed. Well, our engines are always running at 100%. All we're doing is changing the blade angle. And as soon as we change that blade angle, we get instantaneous torque, which really helps out when you get into turbulence, because we're constantly moving the throttle in the Hurricane because we're trying to maintain that 180 knot penetration airspeed, but you're getting the airspeed fluctuating 40, 50 knots because of the turbulence in the wind shear. So you're constantly moving the throttle back and forth, trying to maintain that airspeed. And just being able to change the blade angle and have that instantaneous power or take it off instantaneously is phenomenal.
Now, did you guys fly Hurricanes with the original C-130 prop?
Yes, we flew.
How does that make it more difficult?
No, it's just this is a little bit more increased efficiency, but we have had 130s flying since the early 60s in Hurricanes. We actually had B-17s, we had B-29s, we had B-24s, and we actually had, we had some C-47s back in the day, but they were more of a high altitude research aircraft. So we've used lots of different airplanes, but the 130 Hercules has been a workhorse since the early 60s. We've gone through several models. We had the B models, we had E models, we had the H models, and now we're up to the J model.
Now, what's the difference in the models? Is it just like performance and what exactly it is that they
Basically, each model was a little bit better performance. They had bigger engines, they had better disc brakes. Now these are about 5,000 shaft horsepower for each engine, where in the old aircraft it was more like 3,700.
How often do these things get up to date with modern information and technology?
Oh, as far as the avionics and stuff, they have modernization programs. They're constantly going through and redoing the software and updating the versions. And there's another version coming out here shortly which will improve our GPS and just some of the computer functionality, more memory, faster. It's like a cell phone. Eventually you got to update it.
Yeah, I know what that's like.